And now let's take a look at some of the highlights of the rest of the conference, and who better to join me, the ADA Scientific Sessions Planning Committee Chair, Dr. Jose Florez. And thank you so much, Dr. Florez, for joining me.
Thank you, Julia.
How has the conference been going so far?
Fantastic. It really has been. I've been coming to this conference every year since I finished my clinical training, and I have to say, and not because I'm the chair, that this is one of the best ever. And the excitement is really in the air. You can really see it. You can really feel it.
What's at the top of your list? Obviously, there's so many to pick from, but there's another session tomorrow and on Tuesday, so we can talk about that as well.
Yeah, so let me tell you, one of the things that I really liked from yesterday was the Precision Medicine Symposium. I'm very personally invested in that from my own research, and it really is forward-looking, and it was really a fantastic session that was attended. But moving forward, one innovation we have for this year, on Monday afternoon, we have a year in review session. And typically years in review are done where a specialist will talk about his or her area of specialization, but here we're doing something different. We're having a clinician say what are the major advances in clinical care of diabetes for basic scientists. And then a basic scientist is doing what are the fundamental discoveries in diabetes the previous year for the clinicians. So that's something that happens on Monday afternoon. And other things for tomorrow, we have the Carolina clinical trial. So that's linagliptin versus glimepiride. So Monday we have the Carolina trial. On Tuesday morning, we have two major clinical trials, Credence on Carmelina, Credence on canagliflozin and cardiovascular outcomes, and then Carmelina also on linagliptin and cardiovascular outcomes. So the Tuesday morning session is going to be packed with new information.
Wonderful. What's been the buzz the last couple of days? Are you hearing any highlights that you're seeing, or some breakthroughs that a lot of attendees are talking about?
Well, I think with these new drug classes of SGLT2 inhibitors and GLP-1 receptor agonists that have both cardiovascular and renal benefits, people don't quite understand all the mechanisms by which that happens, but the fact that you can improve not only diabetes control from a glucose perspective, but also the outcomes that matter, whether you get a heart attack or whether you have your kidneys affected, have the community very excited. And it has attracted our colleague organizations from the nephrology world and from the cardiology world to join us and do joint symposia that are mostly focused on these types of drugs.
Is there something you're most excited about?
Well, I'm really excited about the closed loops artificial pancreas, bionic pancreas technology that is going to be able to deliver insulin and sometimes glucagon to treat diabetes by measuring glucose and doing that without the patient having to intervene. You know how liberating that is, where a person can just put the device on and not have to think about what they're going to eat or the exercise they're going to do, because the algorithm, the machine, will take care of the glucose management and be able to synchronize with their smartphone, with the physician's office, and all of that information, basically freeing them up from the mental part of the brain that needs to be concentrated on that part of their life. So that is really coming to, and there's a couple sessions in these scientific sessions based on that.
Yeah,
it's very exciting.
Freeing, and obviously takes the pressure off, and such advancements there.
And for children, so parents don't have to worry so much.
Right. Right. Are you seeing young attendees, young doctors getting into the field?
Well, doctors and researchers who are coming in, and very international. The diversity is really phenomenal, and it's really wonderful when you go around the halls and then you see people from other countries who come to the United States. They're welcome in the United States, and they have smiles on their face. They have their pictures taken, with the map and with the ADA paraphernalia. And so, hopefully we're having an impact worldwide.
Oh yeah, it's a universal topic, as we're seeing as well.
Yes.
Dr. Florez, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you, Julia.
ADA TV is brought to you from the American Diabetes Association's 79th Scientific Sessions. For more from the meeting, make sure to click these links and subscribe for much more from the world of medicine.